Monday night, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Jets.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Jets at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Rodgers to throw once more. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Michael Davis. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Narrow. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Out in the gun, Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown! Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
3rd down and 6.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
On play action, now Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Returnable here for Davis.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4, the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston, 59 yards.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
They'll start on the ground. Hall
shelling through the defense and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To throw is Rodgers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Michael Davis.
And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Rolling to his right.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll try the left side. Merritt. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Third and 20. Now it's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return.
21 yards. Well done on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. throws. Intercepted a third time. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Chargers 20, Jets nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Jefferson going to go in motion right.
At the Chargers 41-yard line.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Justin Jefferson.
40 yards.
And the Jets get a bit closer.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Makes the score. Chargers 20, Jets 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Play action. It's Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
2nd and 10.
Hey, 88, inside. 50. Come
on play action, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Rodgers going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers again now. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Oh, what a juke into space. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
And the Chargers first down.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Herbert off of play action.
Got his man. It's Williams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter. Merritt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Ram.
Here's Herbert. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete here to Waller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at that, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Look at the big man rumble. Darren Waller, touchdown, LA! Darren Waller, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball is not free. When a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, 56 yards. And the Jets are back within a score. Zuerlein now for the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
First down, Los Angeles.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 29-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready? Run! Go.
Herbert now. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Rodgers. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll try the left side. Merritt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 17.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 3rd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st down, Merritt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Jets are right back in this football game.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Jets. 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Rodgers again now. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. Fourth down.
Fourth down and 1.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run first down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up second and 13. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it.
That is intercepted.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now.
Rodgers to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Here's first and 10.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert going to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Now Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. This is 1st and 10. Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Go.
Herbert. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Here's 1st down.
Hey, 88. Inside.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.